We are really excited to have Toby Keener here today with TNT Devine. She's got a very unique concept for really two businesses in one for Columbia. And so we're just going to turn it over to you.
I'm really nervous, guys. It's the first time I've ever presented. Just speak so you guys will be the first ones to see it come together, which is kind of cool. And I got cards because I get nervous and I don't want to forget nothing, so bear with me. Of course, my name is Toby. I knew I was going to forget that, so I'm the founder of TNT Devine and Divine Outreach. I came into this project through a place of passion and purpose. What started as a hobby, sharing healthy cooking on YouTube and TikTok, quickly became a mission. I wanted to help families cook nutritious meals together. One day, while watching one of my videos with my daughter, who is a mother of 6, turned to me and said, "Mom, I wish you could cook for my family every day." But the seed was planted. That moment lit a fire in me. I knew I was doing something bigger than just sharing recipes. I was planting seeds. A seed of family, a seed of strength, a seed of community. Soon after, I was introduced to a man named Kyle. Kyle was the owner of Determination, Inc. He asked me the magic question, how are you going to help people if you have no money or time to do it? That question challenged me. So I took out my 401k and I invested it in me. I started my business journey with faith and determination. The first 3 years were full of ups and downs, trial and errors. I gained wisdom from every era. I learned how food and exercise work together to heal the body. Because of the person, I became the person I always dreamed of being, someone who could show up for others at 5 a.m. Not just a cook, but a healer. I got certified as a personal trainer and nutritionist. I wanted to understand why food was so important. The knowledge of learning how food and exercise work together is one of the things that led me to this project. I don't know if y'all can see it.
You're going to probably have to explain what we're looking at.
I will in a second. So I prayed on it, and it has been in God's hands ever since. He blessed me with Ready and its mentors. The Women's Business Center has truly blessed me with Fast Track, the nonprofit cohort. Amazing Ladies at Partner for Better has poured into me. ACA Flyover gave me my first opportunity to cook in a commercial kitchen. Como Cooks, my church family for pouring into my spirit, my friends and family, so I can't let all these people down. Divine, TNT Devine, sorry. Specializes in clean eating. We help women and children build healthier lives through fitness and food. Right now, I am working on opening a women and children's gym that combines personal training with customized meal prep, a one-stop shop transformation. My goal is to make clean eating simple, accessible, and sustainable for families. Right here, you're gonna see, this is where we'll have classrooms. So we'll do personalized workouts like Zumba, mommy and me classes, things like that. We'll have toddler workout classes. Daycare is always a number one, so women can be able to come work out and not have to worry about their kids. Over here, you'll see the showers, the bathroom. These are grooming stations. I've noticed that some gyms have them and some gyms don't, but women appreciate the fact that they have a separate place to get ready for work. So I did think of that also. This is the prep area for the kitchen storage area. This will be a cafe here. What you see here are vending machines, so I won't have to pay somebody to be in there. There'll be vending machines that they'll be able to just get their meal prep from. This is a sitting area here and a patio area here, because I noticed a lot of people like to eat outside here. So I definitely wanted to make sure I took advantage of that. And here is your workout area here, where you'll have all of your weightlifting and things like that in that area there. This here is Devine Outreach. My mission is to empower children to live healthy, active lives through fun curriculum, smart food choices, and exercise, while building a bully-free environment. We will create a better tomorrow, one meal at a time. In this area, it's a basic workout area here. You have 2 restrooms here. These here will be classrooms that kids will be able to learn how to cook. If you notice, it doesn't have the commercial kitchen look, because the kids that we will be helping do not have a commercial kitchen at home. They need to learn how to cook a healthy meal in a crock pot. They need to learn how to cook a healthy meal in a microwave. So we'll have those items there so that they can learn how to cook healthy meals in their environment. So my questions today, this is one of my favorite quotes. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So I truly wanted to take advantage of all the entrepreneur minds in here. So these are the questions I asked. What am I missing to run a successful business? I have 6 personal trainers ready to go. I have a nurse for Devine Outreach dealing with the children. A handyman, mentors, financial mentors. I learned there's a difference, amen. Hawthorne Bank is allowing us to have a business account with them. What are the money sources you see in this business? What do you think will be some of the challenges in this model? And what are some of the warning signs you think may pop up? This is my contact information. I just wanted to say, if you don't get to say what it is that you want to say today to me, please reach out to me and let's do coffee, because I want to know everything y'all got.
You should. We will take input now. This is the best part of the whole morning. So,
Can you go back to those questions so we can?
Yeah, I just wanted to wait for the phones to drop.
okay, we're gonna start over this and go around.
Okay, I just want to say for everybody in the room, Toby is a great example of using all the entrepreneurial resources in Columbia, Missouri. Because as we often say, we don't have all the answers at Ready, Women's Business Center, all the things that she is doing. You can learn nuggets from everyone. So I highly encourage all entrepreneurs in the room to belong to all of us, because you're gonna learn different things from each organization. So kudos to you for doing all the right things.
Thank you.
Can I ask a quick clarifying question before we go on? I don't know if I missed it, but are the 2 spaces that you showed us for the outreach and for the gym, are they separate spaces, separate buildings?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Is there an opportunity to design the model to where you don't have to have 2 separate buildings, that you could share the cookie prep space and the have, you know, 2 buildings, but just 1 building to kind of at least start your, project off at a smaller scale to then scale up as you will grow?
Amen. I'm sure I could definitely, work with a smaller space.
Well, I guess maybe I should ask a clarifying question, like what was the purpose, or what was your thought, like, process for having 2 separate, cause maybe there is a need for that, to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, mostly security and separation for
Oh.
children.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's definitely a very good reason.
So, a couple things. I'm just wanting to know how much is the price for this? And it sounds like you have is this a for-profit business and a nonprofit
Yes.
that you're combining together? Okay. And so what's the price for the for-profit, and is the for-profit feeding into the nonprofit? Is that what that's what I was about to
Yes,
say that.
so the women's gym will have food, right? And the kids who take the 8-week course, at the end of it, they will have an opportunity to vote for their peers who has made the greatest improvement. Then from there, whoever is voted the greatest in achieving and mingling and all of those things that come into that category with them, they will be displayed on the food for the community. And it will say something like, we are anti-bullying or something like that. So they get a place and a purpose for attending the classes and understanding bullying.
So the money that you get from the business will kind of fund the nonprofit?
Correct. The nonprofit will do a lot of, there is a curriculum, there's a cost to the curriculum and things like that, of course,
For-profit?
for the nonprofit.
Okay.
But I wanted the nonprofit to not have to deal with the issues of what a lot of people are dealing with nonprofits now. I wanted my nonprofit to be able, no matter what's going on in the world, that we can fund the kids and make sure that we stop bullying.
Cool, Scott.
Where's your status right now? Where are you in your plans?
Here?
I'm here.
And that's a good start, that's excellent.
I'm here. I'm here.
Don't diminish that. You cooked
That's
in
right.
Hawthorne,
Yeah.
you cooked for
Yeah.
Hawthorne, you're
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Why don't you
It's
explain a
great
little bit
food.
how you're using Como Cooks and
Okay.
how it's sort of beginning to come together?
So how it's coming together is, I've had great opportunities with Hawthorne Bank, ACA, a lot of local pop-ups and things like that I've been able to cater. I've been using the catering to kind of build capital to be able to fund this project. And I have been gracious to be able to do that. I've been blessed with a couple of other secrets that I'm not talking about yet, which are absolutely amazing. I'm super stoked about it, but I'm finding that a lot of people see the need for a women and children's gym for sure, for security purposes and things like that.
Go right here.
Are there any gyms you've considered like partnering with? If they already have like a huge space, if they're like even looking to pivot and focus on working with kid athletes or just kids in general, that if you could like, or if you want your own space, maybe not.
I'll just say, I would like to have my own space,
Yeah.
simply because, it's women and children and safety issues, like women need a place to just be women and be comfortable in it. And there are so many other gyms that they can do all the other stuff in, so no, I would not do that.
I was just gonna say, tantalizingly delicious food. I was starting out there. Some of the best healthy nachos you can find. And I love nachos. And I was like, yeah, and what was it?
Jackfruit.
Jackfruit. Oh my goodness. Yes. That was, yeah, you got something in the car? Really good food. And I think your plan is amazing. I'm hopeful and prayerful that it will come into fruition, that we can witness
Amen.
that gym and drive by and say, my wife and kids are there.
Amen. Thank you.
I love the idea of the meal prep and vending machines. I've never heard of that before. Is that a thing that have you seen that somewhere else, or are
No.
you doing that? Probably different business entirely, but I could see that being a scalable opportunity for you that also could fund the other stuff you're doing if no one else is doing that.
Amen. Thank you.
Have you thought about that?
Have I thought about scaling it?
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
yes.
Okay,
My dreams
okay.
go big. We're trying to keep it small.
So I do have a clarification question. You say for meal prep, so you provide the items and then, or the recipe, and they take it home and do it, or will it be done in, or both options?
So they will have the option, almost like HelloFresh. If anybody's ever had HelloFresh, and I kill their prices, just to let you know, I kill them, and it's cooked. But a lot of people like HelloFresh, but they really just don't have the time to cook it. So it eliminates a lot of people getting HelloFresh. So I cook the food you can have it uncooked, you can have it cooked, and then I have a seasoning line that will be coming soon that you'll even be able to season it without thinking about it, if you wanna cook it.
So you're starting small, so as you scale, have you considered partnering up with like any of like the colleges, like MU, or even the high schoolers that are taking like a food preparation course? And then being able to either get some type of like high school or college credit by volunteering some of their time? And you're now mentoring them, and you're not having to do all the cooking yourself as you scale.
Well, amen, yes, I will think about that for sure. That's a good thought, thank you.
DC?
Observation and then a question that you tickled me when you said a toddler workout room. So you just gonna put a bunch of toddlers and let adults chase them down? Toddlers don't need to work out. That's my first observation. You know, what you're talking about, it's gonna be pretty expensive if you wanted to buy a building. So I assume you're going to try to find a place to lease. And along those lines, leases can be expensive. So have you thought, and maybe you have, partnering with a place like True North or some companion nonprofit church where you can have a space, test out your idea, and then grow from there?
That's a good idea.
I had not thought about that, but thank you.
Good starting point. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome, thank you. And to answer your question, Mommy and Me classes, I have found little weight sets. So a lot of women need time in the morning to do what they need to do, but they have to stay at home with the kids and things like that. Or they want to work out, you know, things like that. So it's a toddler class where they can start young learning how to lift weights. So they have little weight benches, dumbbells. I mean, it's a whole thing. Treadmills. It's super cool, super colorful, and a lot of the equipment in the gym will be colorful, so that the kids know which weights they can use and which ones the women can use.
So it's kind of to occupy their time and then also teach them that mom is working out, it's healthy, that's a good habit to make, that's kind of the.
Starting young.
Absolutely. I have so many women that I personally train that say to me, you know, I wish I had better eating habits, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, because now I see it in my daughters and they're being bullied at school, you know. So we want to start them young so that it becomes a habit for them. It becomes a way of life. And if we start them young and they're playing, you know, they're gonna grow up with it.
Yeah, they'll think it's fun.
Yeah, you know?
Instead of the rest of us.
Instead of dreading, you know. But if that was all you knew, it wouldn't be dreadful, you know. Yes, sir.
I'm
sorry.
just gonna dovetail on DC's.
Okay.
Churches, there's quite a few churches in town that have gyms and commercial kitchens. And you could be a revenue source when they're not using it, because they probably only use it on weekends or in the evenings. So your daytime could be a revenue, it could be a win-win. So DC came up with a really good go back from over here. Here we go.
Yeah, with the childcare, another revenue stream that you could potentially have would be if you allowed people to drop off with the toddler workout center for an hour or two while they have to go run errands somewhere else. So I don't know if that changes, you know, like the insurance and liability if the parents aren't on site. But I just know as a mom of 2 young kids, there's nowhere that you can like just drop off for an hour.
Okay, awesome, thank you for that.
Back over here, yeah.
Have you considered offering after-school care as well through these facilities? I feel like you've got exercise and food, which are things that kids need after school, and then a place for mom to work out as well. I feel like it's an intersection of all those points.
Amen, okay, thank you.
Going off of what DC was saying is partnering with another nonprofit. The Market Food Bank on Business Loop has home kitchens in there to teach people how to cook healthy. So maybe on the onset for the nonprofit, you could partner with the food bank in their kitchens and do classes out of their kitchens. Because they're always looking for people to teach over there.
Nice.
Kelly, did you?
First of all, appreciate that you had notes and you were well prepared. I think you knocked it out of the park. Hope you don't feel intimidated anymore. It's a very warm environment, but you did a great job and appreciate that. The question earlier was, what is your pricing model? And you said you sort of beat Fresh, one of those other services, you kind of beat their prices. What do you anticipate being your pricing model? And then the second question is, what does TNT Devine stand for? What does that mean?
TNT Devine stands for Tasia and Toby, which is my daughter. I only have one, so, and we are in divine order. And as far as my menu goes, I run depending on how many meals, or if they're on a monthly program, or just depending on how many meals they're getting. I give them different options. If you can do like one meal at a time, you can do 2 weeks, you can do a month, you know, so just depending on that. The meals will range anywhere from 12 to 15 a meal.
Per person.
Per person, per meal.
So a couple of things, well, now I've got 3. So, and I'll try to go backwards and remember them all. It also could be great after you get that cafe space and the vending machine set up to offer options if I were on my way home and I just wanted to run in and get something so that I didn't have to cook for the night instead of fast food or something from the grocery store. I might pay a little bit more, but it's something prepared, so I can go into the vending. The other thing is that keep an ear out, and Reddy will be talking about it and different players in the community. They've been doing childcare studies for the industrial area on Route B. There may be childcare going in there. So maybe that would be somebody you could partner with. So just kind of tossing that out there. And I forgot my third one, which was my first one originally. If it comes back, I'll let you know.
Amen.
There was another question. Here we go. Sorry.
I was actually just gonna say, well, you know, I love this idea. I just think it's amazing. You know, that nonprofit piece to this, I mean, really, I would love it for you to think about this as an opportunity as a nonprofit, that your business doesn't need to come in and shore up what kind of funding you could get in this community as a nonprofit. Because there's a 1/4 cent sales tax, or not sales tax, but a tax that generates, what, $7 million a year for just what you're doing. Children and families' mental health and well-being and health. So they really, honestly, you've got the demographic. You know, all you need to do is start kind of, sorry, but I used to do this, but the demographic that you're serving, okay, and really think about that to articulate a proposal. You could get some really good funding that way. So don't overlook that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Piggyback on what was your name?
Crystal.
Crystal, thank you. Piggybacking on what Crystal was sharing, so my professional background is actually youth and adult mental health. So have you considered like partnering up with like Borough Behavioral Health is a big staple here off of like Highway 63. And that would, as a caseworker, that would have been a great resource to either have somebody coming in and talking with my group of children and adolescents, or to been able to have like a really fun way for the case manager to have a class or an event to do like some of that healthy stuff, bringing in like the entire families. And so the caseworkers are out there in the community. We don't have time or the knowledge to do what you're doing, so that might be a great resource. Rural behavioral health or support, even Compass Health is like right next door to them. And being able to, to connect to the mental health community there with your resources and knowledge.
Wow, that's cool. I never thought of that.
I was gonna ask, where do you think you're gonna get your food from? Because I don't know, I'm kind of in the health space, and I like value my health, and one of the things that I like look for is like for local places that produce like organic food, fruits and vegetables and meat. And I was just wondering if maybe you could reach out to some of those people, do a little bit of research and figure out if that's something that would be viable with your time and your money. But yeah.
So just to answer you, 85% of my food is local. The chicken, I drive to the lady and pick up chicken, literally. The farmers, things like that. The only time I buy food from a grocery store or something like that is if it's seafood, because we don't really have a good source of seafood, amen. And if it's out of season. Other than that, it's coming straight off of somebody's farm.
Leslie, did you think about,
I
okay,
did.
I'll come back to
I
you.
did.
And then
It
we'll-
was a partnership with the Farmers Market and CCUA, because they also do some classes on healthy cooking, and then that kind of combines the local produce and all of those aspects with the teaching. So maybe you could start piloting a class or something like that, so you can gain that interest that then will help you secure loans down the line.
Thank you. I'm glad you remembered that.
So where is your current where are you prepping food and everything right now?
So I started at Flyover. I'm transitioning to Como Cooks.
Okay.
And then I have a secret place that is coming. So yes, I'm super excited about that.
Yes, Kim.
Unfortunately, a lot of things don't happen overnight unless you have a ton of investors. So I loved all of the ideas of starting out in different places in the meantime, churches, whatever, and utilizing other spaces. If you have to do that, it could still be a really great opportunity for you to boost on social media. Just like this guy does. Hey, I'm over here today. I'm over here today, but you book it out like months in advance, and then that way people get to talking about, are you coming to this place? Are you going to this place? And then it also helps those places that are doing, like the churches that you're going to, or wherever else you're going to. It helps give them marketing as well for their venue, in a sense.
Thank you.
Sorry, I got so many ideas. So there is, I'll get you the dates. Like I know in Jeff City, September 27th, and then I think October 19th, there's the two suicide prevention awareness walks. We can now finally do them now that we're past COVID. And so if they need any kind of like food vendors, would you have enough to be able to come, like she was saying, like come do an event where people could like sample, and that gets your word out in the community with your target market.
I am
These kids
always
and
available.
All right,
Always. There's never hesitation.
I'll get you some of that information.
I think the idea that you're getting all your food locally is a huge staple for your customers. I think people are gonna really wanna know that. Even like HelloFresh, it's still a mass-produced thing. It may be healthy, but they're still shipping those meals all over. So if you could blast that on social media, vlog how you're getting the food and how you're making the meals, I think that's gonna really resonate with people.
Thank you.
Yeah, giving shout outs to the local producers.
Yeah.
Cross posting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll help them too.
Awesome. Thank you.
Any other comments, any other feedback?
Just one thing,
Oh.
pop-ups.
Yeah.
Some pop-ups, healthy eating pop-ups. I think those are some really good groundbreaking opportunities to kind of get you out there more. I mean, I know you. We want the world to know you.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes.
Toby, have you thought about, like, I don't know what tools, equipment you have, but if you were to do a pop-up at like the farmer's market, showcase the food that's there, and like trade meals there at the farmer's market, would, you know, cause there is a lot of food that's sold there, as well as produce.
That is good, yeah, it is. I like that, thank you.
By the way, I also love all of your ideas, especially that they're all combined. I have seen the places where it's like you sell the meal preps, and it came and went. It used to be over by Kohl's. There used to be a place where they had them sold, but I don't think it was very well marketed. But I know for a fact people went all the way from Route Z, all the way to that store just to buy their lunch and then go back to work. So there's an opportunity. I know Bush's Catering does a similar version. Not saying it's probably always the healthiest of foods either, but I mean, I think there's tremendous opportunity with meal prepping, and people want to think smarter about being healthy, and they don't have the time to think smarter about being healthy, like you said, so.
Yeah, something's coming to that area, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I need to, I'm like, Christina, I need your services as well.
Like, yeah, I mean, as a mom,
It's coming.
if, when my kids were little, being able to go to a gym and pick up the food right there, oh my gosh, I would probably still be like 50 pounds less. Like, you know, there were so many times where I just picked up unhealthy food because I was tired.
Quick and easy.
Yeah.
And like,
Oh, Kelly, do you have a follow-up?
one more really quick thing. I love the Mommy and Me workout things. I love that you're teaching kids how to cook too. But I really think too, if you can help teach moms and kids to do it together, or dads and kids, whoever, to do it together really fast. Because you have like 15 minutes to get dinner cooked, but you don't want to pop something in the air fryer. And any way that you can do that together would be a great bonding experience too.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Do you see?
I'm sure
I've
these
got
are all
a
the things in your
15-minute
head.
spaghetti that you can get from frozen.
Yes.
And you're gonna get a copy, you know, this is, so you're gonna be able to
Oh,
get
yeah.
all this feedback, it'll be right there.
Yes, yes, I'm super
And you get to see
excited.
yourself on video, isn't that fun? You did a great job.
I think we've talked about this before, but Kelly reminded me of Chris Bush. Chris started out by himself, working out of a restaurant kitchen about 6 years ago, just doing meal preps and catering. He's a super nice guy. If you haven't talked to him, you should, because he can help you navigate some of the challenges that he navigated. And he's a very giving person. So that's number one. The other thing is, you talk about catering, and I know you've catered for us. In this room, you might tell people what's a good catering opportunity for you. Would you rather do lunches? Would you rather do breakfast? What's too big at this point?
No.
Are you volunteering to help her?
I definitely will. I definitely will.
You
make a
got a
healthy
team,
burger.
baby. I got a team.
That's right.
For me, a good catering opportunity would be an opportunity to, I love breakfast, I love lunches, I love dinners. I just love to cook in general, so I don't have a preferred meal time. But I do love to have people in it that are maybe like gluten-free or high blood pressure or things like that. I love to customize meals to specific people. So, I mean, if you're doing like a company catering, a lot of caterers say, you know, oh, we have this and that'll be it, you know, so you either have to go with it or not. Me, I will customize certain meals in that catering opportunity for people who are gluten-free and things of that nature. So, but catering is catering to me, so any opportunity is great.
Alright, as you were talking, it reminded me of something, looking at Trish. And you might consider it, you might not, I don't know, but during COVID, House did a meal prep, not meal prep, you can order your food online and you can drive up and pick up your food. And I actually sat there for 30 minutes to watch how many people came through to pick up their meals. And so that's a really good you might wanna talk to them and see what led to that.
Were you done, Jess?
No.
Jesse? Go.
She's never
It sounded like you were
My
still
bad, sorry.
You good?
Jim,
No, I am, I'm just messing.
Okay.
Oh. You're messing with both of us.
Toby, somebody mentioned earlier about after-school care. What about before-school care too? And then you can feed them a healthy breakfast, teach them how to eat healthy in the morning, and it provides the parents an opportunity to drop their kid off at somewhere safe. Because there's a lot of like parents that have, like I will be in the drop-off lane, and those parents are just like racing to get out of there, or trying to drop their kids off early and all this stuff because they have to get to work. And some people, you know, we all work different hours and stuff. So before care is like a huge, huge thing. So, and being able to provide them like a healthy meal.
Well, I definitely thought about that for sure, and again, that's why I want that facility, separate from the gym itself.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that I'll have an opportunity to cater to moms and give their kids, you know, safe environment, purpose, you know, things of that nature. Start them off right, you know, give them an opportunity to be great.
So I do have a question. Can men get involved at all?
Yes, they can donate.
He will, he can drop the kids off.
You know what, as soon as I say it, I go, I know exactly what I'm responding to. Yes, okay, you got your first donation, okay. There we go. I set myself up for that. I just wanted to know if men were involved, could be.
So, yes, I will have some men that will come in, and instruct the children, but they will not be allowed in the women and children's gym, no.
Can we drop the kids off? No.
Absolutely, at the door. At the door. Yes, we will take care of them from there. They'll have a grandmother's love all the way through, for sure.
Cool. Any other comments? Yes.
One idea that came to mind for me is I've always been hesitant to like invest in meal prep, like full meal prep, because I don't mind cooking, but it's like the recipes and like all the things around the meal prep that I really hate. Like classes, like, or like groups where you can come in and meal prep. Like I would pay to come in, like if you sourced all the food for me, and I just got to show up and cook all my food in your kitchen and take it home. Like I'm bought into the experience still, so maybe I pay less money for those meals, but I still don't have to do it in my kitchen, go grocery shopping, figure out what I'm gonna cook.
Clean
Like
up.
all of those pieces are what I hate about it, but I do enjoy the cooking experience of it.
There's a place in St. Louis that's very successful with that model.
I like that.
With a group.
Field trip.
Is that what you're thinking?
I
Yeah,
love
like
that.
come in as a group. Yeah, because then you have a community around cooking too. And it's so like I'll listen to like a podcast or something while I'm cooking, but I would actually rather cook around other humans.
Who are cooking.
Yeah, we're all cooking together.
As long as they don't get in my way.
And no
No men, okay.
This feedback's great. You guys are really good this morning. And every week though is great. Any other comments for Toby? Questions, thoughts?
I'm just gonna add on to hers real quick. I really love the community experience because it seems like a whole thing that you're trying to work on is strengthening people with their bodies, but also I think the community experience would help them with that whole mindset and shift and surrounding them with other positive people.
Awesome.
It also falls into that, teach a man to fish versus giving a man a fish, so.
I like that too.
Or women.
Or a woman.
But I will take some fish if somebody gets some.
Okay.
It's a very
Toby,
charged
can you stick
today.
around? Toby's gonna stick around for a little bit, so if you have any other questions or thoughts, you can come up and talk to her. Once again, it's great, Toby, you knocked it out of the